Hi, this is Kayla Lang, and this is my assignment for Module 7 of Class AEP 855. So, the first question was to give a brief description of what we thought the human resource frame of leadership, according to Bullman and Deal, was. So, the first thing I realized is that they were talking a lot about balance, about balancing humans with the system that they exist in and realizing that without taking care of the people that create the organization or the system, that you're not going to have a system, and that there are different people that you are going to have mixtures that have to balance each other out, kind of like a family where sometimes you're going to agree or disagree, but at the end of the day you all have to take care of each other. It was also a very inclusive type of leadership framework where they really wanted people to be at the center in their inputs and advice. Because after all, people are at the heart of everything that goes on in what we do. For my pyramid, I didn't necessarily do a pyramid, but more of a flow chart to explain the different aspects of the leadership style and what they all represent. So, underneath the principal, who is the leader of the school, is the students. So I chose a sun because the students are the center of our world, just like the sun is the center of our solar system. So, as far as students, they are the reason why we have jobs, why we come to school every day. They are what should be at the center of every decision. It is our job as educators to look out for the best interests of our students and to ensure that our vision of the school aligns with those interests. If the students' interests aren't at the heart of what we're doing, then the school loses focus and starts to unravel. So really, they should be at the center of all of what we do and think. After them, I think the next important part is the teachers. Teachers are the heart of the school. They are the thing that keeps it going, that we look to day in and day out to do the job and be the front line in the face of our organization. They are the ones that have the largest impact and can really determine the morale and the success of a school by what they do every day. So making sure that their needs are taken care of is definitely a high priority. After that, I have our office staff, custodials, and maintenance. They are the building blocks that keep our schools together. So even if they don't have a direct impact on the students daily, just them maintaining the building and allowing us to be able to do our jobs and students to be able to do their jobs signifies their importance. So the first lesson my mom ever taught me as a teacher is to make sure that this group of people are treated with the utmost respect, because they are the ones that can be your biggest support and help as far as any member in a building, but they can also make your job more difficult if you don't have a good relationship with them. After that, I have parents, community, and alumni. So I think that these three all fit into a similar category. And I really believe that they are the golden pieces that are often overlooked. So if these pieces can get fit into a school system, then that school is really going to thrive. Parents are the ones that we sometimes don't build the connection and don't have the emphasis on having their influence on their students and in the classroom, but they're really a piece that if parents are highly involved in a school, the students are going to be more successful because what's going on in school gets carried to the home life. The same goes for the community. There are so many resources that are out in the community that would love to be able to come in and have an impact in the schools, but a lot of times they don't know how to make that transition or what services they could offer. So being able to get the community involved so the students see why this community is important to come back and help, and to see kind of where the students are coming from and where they go outside of school. And the alumni are the people who have been through everything. They have been in the seats of the students, and they are the ones that the students could relate to the most. So if we could connect alumni to be mentors to students, that could really have an impact on student success and how the whole school dynamic works. And unfortunately, as with anything, there has to be a bottom. And the bottom for my supports are the cooks. That is because, as far as leadership, the lunch services that are at our school are outsourced. So they are actually under the leadership of a whole different business, not even another just part of our education system, but a whole other business. So although they are in the school and they are working with the students, as far as leadership, they are under a completely separate goal line of leaders. And with paraprofessionals, our paras are amazing at my school. They do so much for us. But at the end of the day, if we didn't have the paras, the teachers would still find a way to do their jobs. So they are an important piece, but as far as leadership, I think that there are other people and jobs that are a little bit above on the importance scale of the leader of the principal. So these are some of my thoughts for our assignment, and I enjoyed having this class with all of you, and I hope that you all have a wonderful winter break.